This is the MultiVersus player count right now. As you can see, on July 25th, there was about 6,000 people. July 26th, 6,000 people, 5,000, 6,000. And now we're all the way down over to about, 3,400, 4,500. There's 3,000 people playing on Steam right now. So clearly, MultiVersus is taking a little hit. And someone commented on my last video, they said, if you're not having fun with MultiVersus right now, why don't you talk about what they could do to fix this game? And look, I'm not going to say I'm not having fun with the game, but outside of these videos, am I really finding myself playing the game right now? No, and that is for a few reasons. So let me talk about how I personally think they can fix MultiVersus and make it good once again. First of all, we have to talk about balancing, dude. It's something that is making this game so impossible to enjoy right now when you have characters that can literally do things like this, man. I mean, how do you go from characters with things like this and hitboxes like this right here? Hold on, a little bit closer. How do you go from characters with hitboxes like this to taking away LeBron's combos? Like, what are we doing, man? So this guy Black Adam can fly around and do whatever he wants, but LeBron can't even start a dodgeable combo. You could DI out of these combos before. They weren't even true, but MultiVersus said, you know what? We're not allowing that. Instead, we will just allow very easy characters such as Samurai Jack and Agent Smith and characters like that to just get all the reward at once. You don't need to do combos. Instead, you can just do 12 damage moves like side special. Instead, you can just do the focused up side special that is literally unavoidable. Moves like that. They are encouraging the lack of combos and basically just encouraging people to use characters that are completely broken and play the game for you. For example, Wonder Woman. This is an extremely broken character. Is she as skillless as she once was? In my opinion, no. I think they did make her a little worse. However, this is an extremely strong character, top 5 character in the entire game, and I don't think that she has a single combo besides forward tilt, up tilt, or something like that. Her combo game is so light that you can just get by pretty much just spamming forward air, up air, maybe some lasso, things like that, man. They are encouraging skillless gameplay with these balance changes, and that's completely fine because I understand a lot of people don't want to sit there and learn combos for 10 hours a day. A lot of people aren't that invested in this game. After all, this is a pretty casual focused game. However, an example of a character that is done well in a casual sense is Superman. Make him not very strong, but in return make him easy to play. That is, of course, if they remove the frost breath mechanic, because this is just absolutely broken. There's no reason to have it in the game. So yeah, I just think they need to reward characters with combos, but also reward characters without combos, such as Banana Guard. Don't make Banana Guard a top 5 character in the entire game. Keep him exactly where he is, number 10, number 8, somewhere around there. He is an extremely easy character to play. He's going to be extremely fun for casuals. However, he's not absolutely busted, which is fine. You don't need to make a character busted. But at the same time, if you have a character that does heavily rely on combos, don't make them so broken that casual players cannot have fun using their characters that don't rely on combos. Like, what is this balancing in the game right now? You're looking at, number 1 is a character that has no whiff window off of their down tilt. They can pretty much just dodge around, do whatever they want. Extremely fast, pretty much just punishes everything, doesn't have any cost for using certain moves. That's the number 1 character. And then the number 2 character is, I mean, you could say so many people. We'll just go ahead and say Joker. A character that takes absolutely no skill. All you need to do is just jab into up tilt. I don't know the exact combo, but y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, man. Just the stupid 0 to 70 combo, man. It's skillless characters in the top, and it's non-skillless characters at the top. As I'm scrolling down this list, I just want you to imagine what tier each character is in. Every character is just so unbalanced from one another. This game has F tier, D tier, C tier, B tier, A tier. Most fighting games, you're only going to see B, C, D. Everything is extremely compact and tight, and the skill difference in between characters is not that bad. However, when you're looking at a character like Joker versus Garnet, you are going to lose that matchup 10 out of 10 times. And a lot of people are going to say in my comments, what are you talking about? If you're good, you can win any matchup. People don't understand the matchmaking in this game is extremely tight. And just because you are put in a game with people who might not know what they're doing, or maybe bots, doesn't mean that players like me or players with, say, over 1,200 wins, I'm sure you can relate if you have over 1,200 wins, these people were constantly being put against tier 1 pros, man. And if you are playing Garnet and another tier 1 pro is playing Joker, or if you're not a tier 1 pro, you're just a good player and you got to play against a tier 1 pro Joker, you are losing every time. If you guys have both put 100 hours into your character, you are losing just based off the fact that Joker is a better character. And this is one of few fighting games where that is actually the case. In most games, the character matchups are not bad to the point where you cannot overcome a bad matchup. In this game, the game is just so unbelievably unbalanced that that is not the case. The next thing we got to talk about is ranked mode. Ranked mode is a total, absolute piece of garbage. Ranked mode is so unbelievably bad. Let me explain why. First of all, I can hit Masters with Morty. If I'm Masters 1, which I am in 2s, my other characters are still going to be Bronze 5 in 2s. Which doesn't really make sense, does it? Because if someone is able to hit Masters 1 with one character, especially in a 2D platform fighter, you wouldn't think that that guy would also be lurking around in Bronze 5 lobbies. So it's ridiculous that you have to grind back up to Masters 1 all the way from Bronze 5, and they don't just set you at a minimum rank of, say, Gold 3, Gold 2, or something like that. But that's not even important, because what happens with the ranked matchmaking is you are going to be put against people that are not even anything to do with ranked. You are going to be put against the same people as you would be put against in public lobbies. So pretty much the ranked mode is just absolutely pointless. The only reason that ranked mode is what people are gravitating towards right now is because there's actually playable maps in this mode. But what is the cost for those playable maps? Well, you have to finish a best of 3, which is ridiculous, dude, for one reason. I've had the mindset since I started playing Tekken, if you are not having fun, don't rematch. Oh my, that's so toxic. That's so toxic. You want one and done lucky wins? No, I want to have fun. I'm playing a video game, man. So if I'm playing someone I don't want to play, like let's just say right now I'm not really having too bad of a time, but let's say I didn't want to face a Bugs Bunny who was jumping around the entire game because I was using some character like Finn. I now have to play a rematch. I am forced to play a rematch. I'm going to be in a set with this guy for the rest of this video right now. Another 7 minutes, I'm going to be fighting this same dude. And that's fine for this guy personally. I don't mind playing this dude. But if I don't want to play someone, I have no choice. I have to finish a set. And guess what? I have to play ranked mode. Before you just say go play public lobbies, I have to play ranked mode because I don't want Mojo Jojo throwing bombs at me. That's not what I want to do, man. So I have no choice but to play sets with people. And I don't care. You can say it's toxic however much you want. But if you're not having fun, you shouldn't play the set. It's up to you. That's why games have a option to rematch. Every single fighting game has an option to rematch. MultiVersus is the only fighting game that I can think of right now. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking, you know, Street Fighter, Tekken, I'm thinking Smash Bros. Every single one of those games, if you don't want to rematch, guess what? You don't have to rematch. This game, you definitely do, man. And you have absolutely no choice. Next thing I want to talk about, climbing the ranks. First of all, the ranking system is completely wrong. The ranking system is just wrong, dude, because it's not based off of how good you are. It's based off of how much you play. Every single person watching this video right now, I don't care who you are. Every single person, if you're watching this with your girlfriend right now and she does not play the game, she's just watching this with you because you're sitting somewhere where she's near you, she can hit Masters. 100% guaranteed she can hit Masters because you can literally... You can just cheese wins, first of all, by using a character that's absolutely skillless, which, okay, let's put it like this. If some random dude used Banana Guard against me, I would probably beat him. If he had 60 hours on the game and he was using Banana Guard, I'd probably beat him. But if you are someone with 30 hours on the game, which the large majority of people are, you know, riding around that 12, you know, that 12-hour mark, that 30-hour mark, somewhere around there, a Banana Guard with 0 hours on the game will always be able to beat a Morty or a Rick with 30 hours on the game. That's just how it works, man. And the large majority of players are chasing those hours, especially when you look at the fact that right now in this moment, all platforms combined, there is probably about 30,000 people playing. Out of those 30,000 people, there's probably only like, I'm dead. Out of those 30,000, wow, there's probably only about 50 people with over 100 hours on this game. So you can just cheese wins with Banana Guard over and over, and it doesn't matter how skilled you are, because MMR, as I mentioned earlier, once you hit Masters with Banana Guard, you're still going to be playing people in Bronze if you have low enough hours, which, by the way, you can hit Masters in probably about 8 hours. 8 hours of winning and losing. I don't know, now with the set system, you do get a little more RP when you're lower ranks. But yeah, just it's completely dependent on how much you play. How much you play is how you determine your rank. I have seen some ridiculous people in Masters 1, and it's no offense to those people, but just the people who are in Masters 1 right now, it's kind of ridiculous, man. Let's just put it like that. Sometimes I'd see people's ranks, and I'm just like, how did you get there? But it's because of the... Well, first of all, it's because you have to rematch now. That's pretty ridiculous. And second of all, is because it just matters how much you play. There are some absolutely amazing players. Let's look at someone like Lost Griff. Lost Griff is not Masters right now. And guess what? He is probably a top 5 Finn. So the fact that he's not in Masters says a lot, man. So the ranked system, ranked is a huge disappointment. And in my opinion, the fact that you have to play the set out is making my experience just so much worse on this game, especially when you look at the fact that you are absolutely forced to play ranked and there's no other option. So yeah, character balancing, ranked mode. What else, man? Stage selection, definitely. There's so many stages in ranked that are just too small and just don't make sense to be in ranked. What else? You think, man? Oh no, man. I mean, that's about it, really. I think the number one thing that is ruining my experience right now is the sets. The fact you have to play out the sets. I find that so annoying, dude. It's just making me not want to play the game off camera, because a lot of the time, you know, I might even play a game with a character and not want to play one more game. Maybe I just want to switch characters and have fun with someone else. Nope, not an option. You have to finish a set. You have to finish a 10-minute set to get back and use a character that you actually want to use. You have no free will on this game. Just kidnap you. Straight kidnap you for a set. So goofy, man. New characters. That's definitely something, man. Yeah, new content in general, definitely. I mean, the amount of updates that we're seeing is kind of lackluster right now. And especially for a content creator, like, that's killing some hype, man. Not just for me, but for the community in general. When they're not constantly updating the game. When was the last time they added a new character? Samurai Jack? Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. How long ago was that, man? That was like a month ago, something like that. Kind of a lame character. I feel like they should add a character that's actually going to build some hype and whatnot. But, yeah. I mean, I don't really care about new characters that much. Just from a content creation standpoint, just updates, keeping the game fresh is kind of crucial. And then, of course, they nerfed my main. Definitely got me a little tight. Doesn't feel good to play anymore. And it goes back to, as I said earlier, the playing pros. When you play a pro who's using a character that's stronger than yours, and you are using even I'd say Morty is not even a low tier. Like, he's maybe a mid tier, you know, somewhere around there. Like, I can't win certain matchups. It's just impossible. And that is definitely not a fun feeling. Feeling like I'm kind of forced to play a certain character because my character can't win certain matchups. You know, that's definitely not fun, dude. It's not what you want to see. And yeah, man. Another thing is the character unlock token wall. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically, in the past, it was kind of like, if you had a certain amount of character coins or character tokens, whatever you want to call it, you could buy a character, obviously. And yes, you could go and buy the character in the shop for Gleamium, which most people are laughing at, because it's like, who is going to do that when you can earn the character? But now, they've actually like locked some characters behind event walls, which, don't get me wrong, events are very cool, man. You know, it's cool keeping the community active, you know, giving out some free skins, that kind of thing. But when you're locking characters behind an event wall, pretty much making character coins useless, and you got to earn LeBron's medal to unlock a character you want to play, it's gonna kill hype for a lot of people, man. Especially people who literally just started the game and they only have one character, which I really didn't understand why people were complaining about the character unlock system, because I didn't think it was too bad as someone who has so many hours on this game and I'm really only missing like 3 characters. But after seeing what you actually start the game with, Shaggy, I'm pretty sure it's literally just Shaggy. It's pretty ridiculous how hard it is to unlock new characters. It's pretty ridiculous that right now I can't buy certain characters even though I have like 8,000 coins because they have chosen to lock characters in the event. I don't know, I think that's kind of weak personally, and it kind of just looks like money hungry type of deal. It doesn't even look like they're trying to make fun events, interact with the community. It just looks like they're thirsty for some cheddar, man. So I don't know how I really am feeling about that, but yeah, man, I wonder if you guys are feeling the same right now. Y'all gotta let me know, man. I know a lot of people do prefer the set system, but a lot of people also use Arya Stark and Joker and whatnot. So let me know how y'all feel about that. If you have a character with some bad matchups, like for example, if you use Finn, and by the way, a lot of people are complaining about Finn right now. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret because I know a lot of people. Shadow nerfs, by the way. Yeah, I definitely want to talk about that. They nerf things and they don't go over it in the patch notes. Like right there, I'm sure all Morty mains know that you can throw a grenade at Bugs Bunny's rocket and it'll break the grenade. Or it'll break the rocket. Now, it doesn't work anymore. I never saw that in the patch notes. Did you guys? Don't know, man. But yeah, let me know if you have any bad, or wait, as I was saying about Finn, you can DI out of that combo. Just DI away from him. Y'all will get out of it. Trust me. Don't complain about Finn. I know a lot of you guys were probably wondering why I haven't mentioned Finn yet and how annoying he is and his 0 to deaths. That's why, because you can DI out of those. But yeah, let me know if you play a character with bad matchups like Finn, or, you know, any character who doesn't really, you know, just struggles with projectiles or something like that. Let me know how y'all feel about this 3-game system, man, because me personally, I'm not digging it at all, and it's really ruining my experience, man. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. See y'all later.